There is a factory inside you that only opens when you close your eyes. It runs on darkness. It runs on stillness. It runs on the single most radical act your body performs each day, the decision to let go. Right now, as you sit here, your body is waiting for the signal, waiting for permission to begin the work it was designed to do when consciousness fades and the world disappears. This is not sleep as you think you know it. This is not rest. This is not simply closing your eyes and drifting away into nothing. This is a timeline, a precise orchestrated sequence of biological events that unfolds over 8 hours in the dark. A cascade of repairs, reconstructions, and restorations that can only happen when you surrender control. And it begins with heat. Your body is too warm right now. 0.7 degrees too warm. 1 full degree too warm. The work cannot begin at this temperature. The factory cannot open its doors. So your body starts to cool itself, deliberately, methodically. It opens pathways in your hands that have been closed all day. Tiny blood vessels in your palms and fingertips that were constricted, held tight, keeping warmth locked in your core. Now they dilate. Now they open wide. This is vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels, the release of heat through your extremities. Your hands become radiators. Your feet become vents. Feel it. If you pay attention in those final moments before sleep, you can feel it. The subtle warmth spreading into your palms, the gentle heat rising in your toes. Your body is hemorrhaging temperature. 1 degree, then another. Core temperature dropping from 98.6 down toward 97. Down toward the temperature where cellular repair can begin. This is the price of admission. This is the entry fee to the factory. You must become cooler. You must release the heat of the day. And as the temperature falls, something else begins to shut down. The sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight command center, the ancient alarm system that has kept you vigilant and alert and ready to run for the past 16 hours. It has been on, constantly on. A low hum of readiness. A background tension in every muscle, a slight elevation in heart rate, a subtle constriction in your blood vessels, a readiness. Now it powers down, slowly, gradually. The neural signals that keep you alert begin to fade. The chemical messengers that keep you awake start to dissipate. Norepinephrine levels drop. Cortisol levels fall. Your body is declaring the day over. The threats are gone. The work is done. The vigilance can end. And in that shutdown, in that release of control, the parasympathetic nervous system takes over. The rest and digest system. The repair system. The system that only runs when you are safe. This is the transition. This is the threshold. This is the moment between waking and sleeping where your body begins to believe that it is safe enough to repair itself. But you are not asleep yet. Not quite. You are lying there, eyes closed, body still, and your mind is doing something strange. Thoughts are fragmenting. Complete sentences are breaking apart into half-formed images. You were thinking about tomorrow, about work, about that conversation you had today. And now suddenly you are thinking about a tree you saw 15 years ago. And now you are thinking about nothing. And now you are thinking about the color blue. And none of it makes sense. This is the hypnagogic state, the border territory between wake and sleep, the place where logic dissolves and the rational mind loses its grip. Your brain waves are changing, slowing, beta waves, The fast oscillations of alert consciousness are fading. Alpha waves are rising, slower, gentler. The rhythm of relaxation, and your muscles are doing something peculiar. They twitch. Random, involuntary jerks. Your leg kicks out for no reason. Your arm spasms. Your whole body might suddenly jolt as if you are falling. These are hypnic jerks, myoclonic twitches, the last firing of motor neurons as your brain releases control of your muscles. The final protest of a body that has spent all day moving, now being told to be absolutely still. And then, without you noticing the exact moment, something fundamental changes. You lose awareness of the room. The sounds that were there, the hum of the refrigerator, the distant traffic, the creak of the house, they do not disappear, but they stop registering. Your brain stops processing them as important. They become background. Then they become nothing. You lose awareness of your body's position. You were conscious of the pillow under your head, the weight of the blanket, the pressure of the mattress against your back. Now those sensations fade. You are no longer certain where your arms are. You cannot feel the boundary between your skin and the air. You are crossing the threshold. Stage 1 sleep, the shallowest level, the lightest touch of unconsciousness. You are asleep, but barely. A small sound could wake you. A touch could bring you back. But if nothing disturbs you, if the room stays dark and quiet, you will descend. 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes. You slip deeper. Stage 2, sleep arrives. Your heart rate is falling now. 70 beats per minute when you were awake. 65 now. 60. 55. The heart does not need to pump as hard. The body does not need as much oxygen. The metabolic demands are dropping. Every organ is receiving the signal. Slow down. Power down. Conserve energy. Because the energy you save now, in these early minutes of sleep, will be redirected, repurposed, invested in something else. Repair. Your body has been running on borrowed time all day. Every cell has been spending energy faster than it can produce it. Every tissue has been accumulating damage faster than it can fix it. Proteins have been breaking down. DNA has been taking hits from oxidative stress. Cell membranes have been wearing thin. Mitochondria, the power plants inside your cells, have been pushed to their limits. All day, your body has been in deficit. Running on ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the molecular currency of energy. Spending it. Burning through it. Accumulating adenosine, the breakdown product, the metabolic exhaust. Adenosine has been building up in your brain all day. Every hour you stayed awake, adenosine levels climbed higher. And adenosine makes you tired. It binds to receptors in your neurons and slows them down. It creates sleep pressure, the biological need to stop. Now in sleep, your body can finally clear it, finally metabolize it, finally pay back the energy debt. But the repairs have not truly begun yet. Not the deep repairs, not the structural work. You are only 10 minutes into sleep, only at the surface. The factory is opening its doors, but the assembly lines have not started moving yet. Your body is still preparing, still transitioning, still making sure that you are truly asleep, truly safe, truly ready for what comes next. Because what comes next requires commitment. What comes next requires hours. What comes next cannot be interrupted. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., if you go to sleep at a normal hour, your body will enter its most important repair window, the golden hours. the time when physical restoration happens. Not mental repair, not emotional processing, not memory consolidation. Those come later. This is about the body, the muscles, the bones, the skin, the organs, the physical machinery that carried you through the day. And it starts with going deeper. Your brain waves are slowing further. Theta waves now, even slower than alpha, the rhythm of deep relaxation, the frequency of meditation, the oscillation of a mind that has let go of all conscious thought. You've been asleep for 15 minutes now, maybe 20. Time has lost all meaning. You are not aware of time passing. You are not aware of anything. But your body is aware. Your body is tracking every second. Your body knows exactly where you are in the timeline, and it is about to take you somewhere deeper, somewhere you will not remember, somewhere you cannot observe, somewhere that only exists in complete unconsciousness. This is where the real work begins. This is where the factory fully opens, where the night shift clocks in, where the repair mechanisms that have been waiting all day finally get permission to start. Your temperature has dropped far enough now, 1 full degree below your waking temperature, maybe more. Your hands and feet are warm from the released heat, but your core is cool, optimally cool. Your sympathetic nervous system is completely offline. No adrenaline, no cortisol, no stress hormones circulating in your blood. Your heart rate is 50 beats per minute, maybe lower. Your blood pressure has dropped 20 points. Your breathing has become slow and rhythmic and automatic. Every system has downshifted. Every organ has entered low power mode, except one. The pituitary gland, a pea-sized structure at the base of your brain. The master gland, the conductor of your hormonal orchestra. It has been waiting, holding back, storing something in reserve. And now, as you slip into the deepest stage of sleep, as your brain waves become long, slow delta waves, as you enter the realm of slow-wave sleep, the pituitary gland releases its payload. Growth hormone, a surge of it, a pulse, the first of several that will come throughout the night. But this one, this first release in the early hours of sleep, is the largest, the most concentrated. This is the signal the factory has been waiting for. This is the command to begin repairs, and every cell in your body hears it. The repair timeline has begun. Your body weighs more now than it did when you closed your eyes. Not actually heavier, not on a scale, but in sensation, in the way your limbs sink into the mattress, in the way your muscles have released every last thread of tension. You have become dense, solid, anchored to the earth. This is the heaviness of safety. For 16 hours, your body held itself ready. Muscles maintained a baseline tone, a preparedness, a readiness to move, to react, to run if necessary. Even sitting still, even relaxing, there was tension, a low-level activation. Now that tension is gone, completely gone, your shoulders have dropped, your jaw has unclenched, your hands have opened from the slight curl they held all day. Every muscle fiber has been given permission to stop. And in that stopping, in that release, gravity takes over. Your arms are heavy, so heavy you could not lift them if you tried. But you will not try. You are not conscious enough to try. You are somewhere beyond trying, beyond effort, beyond the part of your mind that issues commands to muscles. Your legs have sunk into the bed. The weight of them, the full mass of bone and muscle and flesh, presses down without resistance. No reflex to shift position. No unconscious adjustment. Just weight. Just gravity. Just the body at rest. This heaviness is the first sign that the mechanism is working. The fight-or-flight system, the sympathetic nervous system that kept you alert and responsive all day, has finally shut down completely. No more norepinephrine flooding your synapses. No more adrenaline priming your muscles. No more cortisol keeping your blood sugar elevated and your senses sharp. Those chemicals are clearing, metabolizing, breaking down into their component parts and being filtered away. And with them goes the last trace of vigilance, the last whisper of alertness, the last ember of wakefulness. Your brain has run its final safety check. It has scanned the environment one last time through your closed eyes and sleeping ears and found nothing. No threats, no danger, no reason to stay alert. The signal has been sent. The message has been delivered to every cell. You are safe, and safety is the key that unlocks everything. Safety is the prerequisite for repair. Your body will not rebuild itself if it thinks it might need to run. It will not invest energy in healing if it believes survival is still uncertain. But now, in this darkness, in this stillness, in this complete surrender to sleep, your body believes it is safe. So the work begins. Deep in your cells, in the mitochondria, the tiny power plants that exist by the hundreds inside each cell, something is shifting. All day, these mitochondria have been burning fuel, taking glucose and oxygen and converting them into ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the energy molecule, the currency your body uses to do everything. Every thought you had today cost ATP. Every word you spoke cost ATP. Every step you took, every breath you drew, every heartbeat, every blink, every moment of existence cost ATP, and you were spending it faster than you could make it. The mitochondria were working overtime, pushed to their limits, running hot, generating not just energy but heat and oxidative stress and metabolic waste. They kept up, barely. They produced enough ATP to keep you going, but in doing so, they accumulated damage. Proteins misfolded, membranes degraded, DNA inside the mitochondria took hits from free radicals, and with every molecule of ATP that was used, adenosine was left behind. Adenosine, the breakdown product, the metabolic exhaust. It built up in your brain all day, hour by hour. With every passing moment of wakefulness, adenosine levels climbed, and adenosine makes you tired. It binds to receptors on your neurons and slows their firing. It creates pressure, sleep pressure, the biological need to stop. By the time you lay down tonight, your brain was saturated with it. Every neuron was swimming in adenosine. The pressure was enormous, irresistible. But now, finally, it is clearing. In sleep, the mechanisms that break down adenosine can finally catch up. Enzymes that were overwhelmed during the day can now work through the backlog. Adenosine molecules are being dismantled, piece by piece, returned to the pool of raw materials. And as adenosine clears, space opens up. Chemical space, metabolic space, energy space. The mitochondria can slow down. They do not need to produce ATP at the frantic pace of daytime. Your body is not moving. Your brain is not thinking complex thoughts. Your heart is beating 50 times a minute instead of 70. Energy demands have dropped by 30%, maybe more. And this changes everything. Because when the mitochondria are not being pushed to their absolute limit, when they are not operating in crisis mode, They can do something they could not do during the day. They can repair themselves. Inside each mitochondrion, quality control mechanisms are activating. Proteins that spent all day detecting damage are now responding to it. Misfolded proteins are being tagged for destruction. Damaged components are being dismantled, and new components are being built. Fresh proteins are being synthesized. New membrane material is being incorporated. The mitochondrial DNA, the separate genome that lives inside these organelles, is being repaired. This is autophagy at the cellular level. Self-eating, self-renewal. The body consuming its own damaged parts and rebuilding them from scratch. It happens slowly, methodically. One protein at a time, one membrane at a time, one mitochondrion at a time. And as the mitochondria are restored, as they return to full function, they become more efficient. They produce more ATP with less effort. They generate less oxidative stress. They create less damage. The energy economy of your body is being restructured. ATP is being regenerated faster than it is being used. For the first time in 16 hours, you are in surplus. You are producing more energy than you are spending. And that surplus, that excess, that reserve, is being invested. Invested in repair, in reconstruction, in rebuilding the structures that broke down during the day. Your heart is using this energy. Right now, in its slowed rhythm, beating 50 times a minute, it is repairing itself. All day, your heart contracted and relaxed, 100,000 times. Each contraction damaged the muscle fibers slightly. Microscopic tears in the proteins that make up the contractile machinery. Stress on the cell membranes, wear on the valves. During the day, there were no time to fix this damage. The heart could not stop, could not even slow down much. It had to keep pumping, keep delivering oxygen, keep maintaining blood pressure. But now, at 50 beats per minute, there is time between beats, space between contractions, moments of rest. And in those moments, repair proteins are moving into position. Cardiac muscle cells are synthesizing new contractile proteins. Damaged fibers are being replaced. The microscopic tears are being sealed. The heart is rebuilding itself, beat by beat. Your blood vessels are doing the same. All day, your arteries and veins handled high pressure, high flow, high stress. The endothelial cells that line the inside of every blood vessel were stretched and compressed with every heartbeat. Some of those cells were damaged. Some were torn loose. Small injuries, microscopic lesions, invisible but real. Now, with blood pressure dropped and flow reduced, those endothelial cells can regenerate. New cells are migrating into place. Growth factors are stimulating repair. The smooth muscle in the vessel walls is relaxing, releasing tension that has been held all day. And the vasodilation that began when you first closed your eyes continues. Your hands are still warm. Your feet are still releasing heat. Blood vessels near the surface of your skin are still wide open, radiating warmth into the cool air of the room. This is intentional. This is necessary. Your core temperature must stay low for repair to proceed efficiently. Cooling is not just a side effect of sleep, it is a requirement. Every degree of cooling increases the efficiency of cellular repair. Enzymes work better at lower temperatures. Proteins fold more accurately. DNA repair mechanisms make fewer errors. Your body is running cool, deliberately cool, optimally cool. And in that coolness, in that reduced metabolic heat, your cells can do delicate work. Precise work. Work that would be impossible at normal waking temperature. They are rebuilding membranes. Every cell in your body is wrapped in a membrane, a thin layer of lipids and proteins that separates inside from outside. All day, those membranes took damage. Oxidative stress, physical stress, chemical stress. Lipid molecules were oxidized. Protein channels were damaged. The membrane lost integrity, became leaky, less efficient at controlling what enters and exits the cell. Now those membranes are being repaired. New lipids are being inserted. Damaged proteins are being removed and replaced. The membrane is being restored to full function. This happens in every cell, every single one. 37 trillion cells, all being repaired simultaneously. The scale is impossible to comprehend. The coordination is beyond understanding. But it is happening. Right now, in the darkness, in the stillness. Your body is a factory of trillions of workers, all operating in perfect synchronization, all following the same timeline, all responding to the same signals. And the signal they are responding to is simple. You are safe. You are asleep. Energy is available. Begin repairs. Your brain is participating in this restoration, but in a different way. The neurons in your cortex, the outer layer of your brain where thinking happens, are quiet now, firing slowly, irregularly. No thoughts are being formed, no decisions are being made, no sensory information is being processed. But deeper structures are active. The thalamus, the hypothalamus, the brainstem, the ancient parts of your brain that control basic functions. These structures are monitoring everything. Heart rate, breathing rate, temperature, hormone levels. They are tracking your position in the sleep timeline. They know exactly where you are and what should happen next. And they are making adjustments, tiny adjustments, releasing this hormone, suppressing that one, increasing blood flow here, decreasing it there. The hypothalamus is particularly busy. This small region, no bigger than an almond, is the master regulator of your body's internal state. It is the hypothalamus that lowered your temperature. It detected adenosine buildup and initiated the cooling response. It opened the blood vessels in your hands and feet. It triggered vasodilation. Now it is monitoring that temperature, making sure it stays low, making sure the cooling continues. Because the deeper you go into sleep, the cooler you need to be, and you are going deeper. Your brain waves have slowed from theta to delta, long, slow oscillations, less than 4 cycles per second. The rhythm of deep sleep, the frequency of unconsciousness so profound that you will not remember any of this. This is slow wave sleep. Stage 3, the deepest non-REM sleep, the place where the most critical repairs happen, and you have been drifting toward it for the past 20 minutes. Now you have arrived. Your body registers the arrival. Every system knows. This is the moment. This is the window. This is the time when the most important work must be done. Because in a few hours, you will start to rise again. Sleep will lighten. REM will arrive. The brain will become active, and the opportunity for deep physical repair will pass. But right now, in this moment, in this depth of sleep, the conditions are perfect. Temperature low, heart rate low, brain quiet, adenosine clearing, ATP abundant, growth hormone rising, every factor aligned, every prerequisite met. The heaviness you feel, the sense of your body being impossibly dense and still, is not just relaxation. It is the weight of repair. The gravity of restoration. The sensation of a body that has finally, after 16 hours of expenditure, entered a state of recovery. And the mechanism, the elegant biological machinery that makes this possible, is just beginning to reveal itself. The heat leaving your body is not random. It follows a map, a deliberate route designed millions of years ago. Your hands glow with warmth now. If someone were to touch your palms in this moment, they would feel heat radiating from them. More heat than your hands have released all day. The blood vessels in your fingers have dilated to 3 times their daytime diameter. Arteriovenous anastomoses, special shunt vessels that bypass the capillaries, have opened wide. Blood flows directly from arteries to veins, carrying core heat to the surface. Your feet are doing the same. The soles of your feet, pressed against the sheets, are warm islands in the cool landscape of your sleeping body. This is precision engineering. Your body cannot simply dump heat everywhere. It must protect the core organs while cooling them gradually, so it uses the extremities, hands and feet as radiators. Controlled heat release. Every minute, your core temperature drops another fraction of a degree, 0.1 degrees, 0.05 degrees, tiny decrements that add up, from 98.6 when you were awake, to 98.2 when you first fell asleep, now approaching 97.8, heading toward 97.5, maybe lower. And with each fraction of cooling, cellular processes shift, enzyme activity changes, metabolic rates adjust. The chemistry of your body recalibrates itself for repair mode. Your breath has changed too. It was shallow when you first lay down. 14 breaths per minute, quick, small movements of your chest, the breathing pattern of wakefulness. Now it has deepened, slowed, become rhythmic in a way that waking breath never achieves. 12 breaths per minute, 11, 10, each breath fuller than the last. Your diaphragm descends farther with each inhalation. Your lungs expand more completely. This is not just relaxation. This is optimization. Deep breathing moves more than air. It moves fluid. It creates pressure changes in your chest cavity that affect every organ near your lungs. With each deep inhalation, your diaphragm pushes down. This creates negative pressure in your chest, pulling air into your lungs. But it also creates positive pressure in your abdomen, pushing on your stomach, your liver, your intestines. With each exhalation, the diaphragm rises. The pressures reverse. A gentle massage, a rhythmic compression and release. Your organs are being moved, shifted, compressed and released in a slow, steady rhythm. And this movement serves a purpose. It moves lymph. The lymphatic system, the network of vessels that runs parallel to your blood vessels, has no pump. Unlike blood, which is pushed through your body by your heart, lymph just sits there unless something moves it. During the day, your movements did this. Walking moved lymph through your legs. Arm movements pumped it through your upper body. Even small gestures, reaching for a cup, turning your head, were enough to keep lymph circulating. But you have not moved in 30 minutes. You will not move for hours. So your breath does the work. Each deep inhalation creates pressure changes that push lymph through the vessels near your lungs. Each exhalation helps it along, slowly, methodically, breath by breath, and the lymph carries waste with it. Cellular debris, metabolic byproducts, damaged proteins, oxidized lipids. all the microscopic garbage that accumulated in your tissues during the day. It is moving now, flowing through lymphatic vessels, being filtered through lymph nodes, being processed, broken down, prepared for elimination. Your immune cells are particularly active in this process. White blood cells that patrol your lymphatic system are encountering this waste, examining it, determining what needs to be destroyed and what can be recycled. Macrophages, the large scavenger cells, are engulfing debris, swallowing damaged cell parts whole, breaking them down inside specialized compartments, extracting any useful molecules and discarding the rest. This is happening throughout your body, in every tissue, in every organ, a slow, continuous cleanup operation. And it accelerates in sleep because the conditions are right. Blood flow has been redirected. Lymph is moving. Waste is being cleared. Space is being made for repairs. Your liver is central to this process. This large organ, tucked under your right ribs, has been working all day. Every molecule you absorbed from food passed through your liver. Every toxin you encountered was processed by your liver. Every drug, every chemical, every foreign substance was filtered here first. The liver never stops, but in sleep, it shifts priorities. During the day, your liver was focused on immediate demands, converting food into energy, regulating blood sugar, producing bile, synthesizing proteins, managing the constant influx of nutrients and toxins from your digestive system. Now, with no food coming in, with digestive demands at their lowest, your liver can focus on its second job: detoxification. Liver cells, hepatocytes, are ramping up production of detox enzymes. Phase 1 enzymes that break down toxins. Phase 2 enzymes that make them water-soluble so they can be excreted. These enzymes are working through a backlog. Everything your liver could not fully process during the day is being addressed now. Medications are being metabolized. Environmental toxins are being neutralized. Metabolic waste is being converted into forms your kidneys can eliminate. And the liver is regenerating itself in the process. Liver cells that were damaged during the day, stressed by the work they performed, are being replaced. The liver is one of the few organs that can regenerate completely. Even if you lost half your liver, it would grow back. This regenerative capacity is active every night, not replacing half the organ, but replacing damaged cells, restoring function, maintaining capacity. New hepatocytes are being born. Stem cells in the liver are dividing, differentiating, becoming mature liver cells. They migrate into position, integrate into the tissue, take up the work of their neighbors. And the old damaged cells are being removed, tagged for destruction, dismantled by immune cells, their components recycled. This is the economy of repair. Nothing is wasted. Damaged parts are broken down, and the useful molecules are reused. The body is remarkably efficient. Your kidneys are working in coordination with your liver. These two bean-shaped organs, one on each side of your spine, filter your blood continuously. Every minute, about 1 liter of blood passes through your kidneys. They extract waste, regulate electrolytes, maintain fluid balance. In sleep, urine production slows. You noticed this when you were awake. You can sleep 6, 7, 8 hours without needing to urinate. This is not because your kidneys stop working. They are active, filtering, cleaning, but they are conserving water, producing more concentrated urine, making less of it. Hormones control this. Antidiuretic hormone, released by your pituitary gland, tells your kidneys to reabsorb more water, to hold on to fluid, to avoid depleting your body's water reserves during the long, dry hours of sleep. So, the waste products that your liver is processing, the toxins being neutralized and made water-soluble, are being concentrated in your bladder, held there until morning. Your entire filtration system, liver and kidneys working together, is in maintenance mode, catching up on the backlog, processing yesterday's exposures, preparing for tomorrow's demands. And throughout this process, throughout all these organ-level repairs, one fundamental change makes everything possible. Blood flow has been redistributed. When you were awake, blood flowed preferentially to your muscles and brain. These were the organs doing work, moving your body, processing information. They needed oxygen. They needed nutrients. They got priority. Your digestive organs received less. Your liver received less. Your kidneys, your skin, your bone marrow, all received less than they needed to perform their full range of functions. This is normal. This is how the body manages limited resources. It prioritizes. But now, with your muscles completely relaxed, with your brain in slow-wave sleep, those organs need far less blood. So the blood is redirected. More blood flows to your digestive tract, even though you are not digesting anything. More flows to your liver, more to your kidneys, more to your skin, more to your bones. These organs that were starved of resources during the day are now receiving what they need. Oxygen-rich blood, nutrients, raw materials for repair, and they use it immediately, efficiently. Your skin, the largest organ in your body, is drinking in this increased blood flow. Skin cells that were damaged by ultraviolet light during the day are being repaired. DNA repair enzymes are moving through the nucleus of each skin cell, scanning for damaged genetic material, cutting out mutations, splicing in correct sequences. This is critical. UV damage to DNA is how skin cancer starts. Every day, thousands of your skin cells accumulate mutations. Most are repaired, some are not. The ones that are not can become dangerous. But in sleep, with energy available and blood flow abundant, the repair rate is maximized. More DNA damage is fixed. Fewer mutations are left behind. Your risk of cancer drops with every hour of good sleep, and new skin cells are being created. The deepest layer of your skin, the basal layer, contains stem cells that continuously produce new skin cells. These cells are always dividing, but they divide faster at night. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., if you are asleep during those hours, skin cell division peaks. More new cells are born during these 4 hours than during the entire day. These new cells will migrate upward over the next few weeks. They will replace the damaged cells on the surface of your skin. They will become your new skin. The face you see in the mirror tomorrow is being built tonight. Your bones are also receiving increased blood flow. Bones seem solid, static, dead, but they are alive, highly active, constantly being broken down and rebuilt. During the day, bone breakdown dominates. Osteoclasts, specialized cells that dissolve bone, were active all day. They removed old, damaged bone tissue, created space for new bone to form. Now, in sleep, bone formation takes over. Osteoblasts, the cells that build bone, are moving into the spaces created by osteoclasts. They are secreting new bone matrix, collagen fibers, calcium phosphate crystals, the structural components of bone. This happens slowly. Bone formation takes weeks, but it starts tonight. Every night. The bones you will have next year are being built right now, molecule by molecule. And all of this, all these repairs happening simultaneously in every organ and tissue, is possible because of one fundamental truth. You are not using the energy. Your muscles are not moving. Your brain is not thinking. Your nervous system is not processing stimuli. All the energy that would have gone to those activities is available for repair. This is the bargain of sleep. You surrender consciousness. You give up 8 hours of potential activity. And in return, your body gets the time and energy it needs to maintain itself. Without this bargain, without this trade, you would fall apart. Literally. The damage would accumulate faster than it could be repaired. Systems would fail. Organs would degrade. Sleep is not optional. It is not a luxury. It is not wasted time. Sleep is maintenance. Compulsory maintenance. The price you pay for having a complex body that can move and think and exist in the world. And right now, 35 minutes into sleep, the maintenance is in full operation. Heat is still flowing out through your hands and feet. Core temperature is still dropping. Breath is still deep and rhythmic. Blood is still flowing to organs that need repair. The mechanism is working. Vasodilation, temperature regulation, cardiovascular adjustment, metabolic shift, waste clearance, energy regeneration. Every system aligned, every process coordinated, every cell following the same ancient program. And you are unaware of all of it. You do not feel your temperature dropping. You do not sense the blood being redistributed. You do not notice the waste being cleared, or the ATP being regenerated, or the DNA being repaired. You are deeply, profoundly unconscious. But your body is not. Your body is more awake now, in sleep, than it ever is during the day. Not awake in the sense of consciousness. Awake in the sense of activity, purpose, function. The factory is running at full capacity. The night shift is fully staffed. The assembly lines are moving. And what they are assembling, what they are building in this darkness, is you. The version of you that will wake up tomorrow. Restored, renewed, rebuilt at the cellular level. This is the mechanism. This is how the body saves itself. There is a window opening inside you. Not a window you can see. Not a window you will remember. But a window nonetheless. A narrow aperture of time. A golden hour that will not come again until tomorrow night. You have been asleep for 40 minutes now. Deep sleep. The deepest you will go all night. Your brain waves are long, slow delta rhythms, less than 1 cycle per second, the electrical signature of profound unconsciousness. And in this depth, in this darkness, something is being released. Deep in your brain, at the base of your skull, sits the Pituitary gland, the master gland, a structure no bigger than a pea, but holding enormous power over your body's functions. All day, this gland has been storing something, accumulating it, holding it in reserve, waiting for the right moment. Now the moment has arrived. The pituitary releases a surge of growth hormone into your bloodstream. Not a trickle, not a steady flow, a pulse, a wave. A concentrated burst of this powerful molecule flooding through your arteries and veins, reaching every corner of your body within seconds. This is not the only growth hormone you will receive tonight. There will be other pulses, other releases, but this one, this first surge in deep sleep, is the largest. the most concentrated. 75% of your daily growth hormone comes during sleep, and most of that comes right now, in this window. In this golden hour between 40 minutes and 90 minutes after you fell asleep. Growth hormone is misnamed. It is not just for growth. Children need it to grow taller, yes, to build bone, to increase muscle mass, but adults need it just as much. Not for growth, for maintenance, for repair, for rebuilding what breaks down every day. And what breaks down most is muscle. Every movement you made today damaged your muscles. Not dramatically, not the tearing damage of intense exercise, just the routine micro-trauma of existing in a body. You walked. Each step required your leg muscles to contract. Each contraction stressed the proteins that make up muscle fibers. Myosin and actin, the molecular machines that create movement, were forced to slide past each other thousands of times. You reached for things. You turned your head. You maintained posture. Every action required muscle contraction. Every contraction caused microscopic damage. Individual protein strands broke. Cross bridges between filaments snapped. Cell membranes around muscle fibers developed tiny tears. This is normal. This is expected. This is the cost of movement. But the damage accumulates. And if it is not repaired, muscles weaken. They lose function. They atrophy. So every night, your body repairs them. And growth hormone is the signal that starts the process. Right now, as growth hormone floods through your bloodstream, it is binding to receptors on muscle cells throughout your body. Every skeletal muscle, 650 different muscles, from the tiny muscles that move your eyes to the massive muscles in your thighs. Each cell receives the message, the same message. Begin protein synthesis. Inside each muscle cell, ribosomes activate. These are the protein factories, molecular machines that read genetic instructions and assemble amino acids into precise sequences. All day, protein synthesis in your muscles was minimal, just enough to maintain basic function, not enough to repair damage, not enough to build new tissue. But now, with growth hormone present, with energy abundant, with your body in deep sleep, protein synthesis accelerates. Ribosomes are reading messenger RNA at maximum speed, translating genetic code into physical structure, taking free amino acids floating in the cell and linking them together one by one into long chains. These chains fold into specific shapes, three-dimensional configurations determined by the sequence of amino acids, and these shapes have function. Some become structural proteins, new actin filaments, new myosin molecules, replacement parts for the contractile machinery that was damaged during the day. Others become enzymes, catalysts that speed up chemical reactions, repair proteins that fix damaged DNA, chaperone proteins that help other proteins fold correctly. The variety is staggering. Thousands of different proteins being synthesized simultaneously, each one needed, each one serving a purpose. And as these proteins are made, they are immediately put to use. New actin filaments are being integrated into existing muscle fibers. They slide into position alongside the old, damaged filaments. They take up the work. They restore function. New myosin molecules are attaching to the thick filaments that run through the center of each sarcomere, the basic unit of muscle contraction. They add strength. They add capacity. The muscle fibers are being rebuilt, not completely, not from scratch, but the damaged sections are being replaced. The weak points are being reinforced. This is happening in your legs right now. The quadriceps muscles in your thighs, which supported your weight every time you stood today, are receiving new protein. The gastrocnemius in your calves, which pushed you forward with every step, is being reinforced. Your back muscles, which held you upright against gravity all day, are being restored. The erector spinae along your spine, the latissimus dorsi spreading across your back. Every muscle that fought against gravity is being rebuilt. Your arm muscles are being repaired. Biceps and triceps, deltoids in your shoulders, the small muscles in your forearms that controlled your fingers, all receiving new protein, all being reinforced. Even muscles you did not consciously use are being maintained. The muscles around your eyes, which moved constantly today as you looked at screens and faces and objects. 6 extraocular muscles for each eye, making tiny adjustments thousands of times per hour. They accumulated damage. Now they are being repaired. The muscles in your jaw, which tensed when you concentrated, which worked when you ate, which held tension you were not aware of. They are receiving new protein. Your diaphragm, the muscle you have used more than any other today. 20,000 breaths, 20,000 contractions. It never stopped. It could not stop. But now, as it continues its work, pulling air into your lungs 10 times per minute, it is also being repaired. New protein is being woven into the muscle fibers even as they contract and relax. Repair happening simultaneously with function. This is the efficiency of the body. It does not wait for a muscle to fail before fixing it. It maintains continuously, replaces parts while the machine is still running, and growth hormone makes this possible. But growth hormone does more than just signal protein synthesis. It changes metabolism. Your cells are shifting fuel sources right now. During the day, they ran primarily on glucose, simple sugar extracted from food. Quick energy, easy to access, but also easy to deplete. Now, in deep sleep, with no food coming in, your cells are switching to fat. Growth hormone triggers lipolysis, the breakdown of stored fat. Adipocytes, fat cells throughout your body, are releasing fatty acids into your bloodstream. These fatty acids are being taken up by muscle cells, liver cells, heart cells. They are being broken down in mitochondria through beta oxidation, a slower process than burning glucose, but more efficient, more sustained. Your body is burning fat while you sleep, not for weight loss, though that happens, but to preserve glucose, to keep blood sugar stable, to ensure your brain has fuel, because your brain cannot burn fat. It runs exclusively on glucose. And right now, with no food being digested, your liver is producing glucose from scratch through gluconeogenesis. But this is expensive. This costs energy. So growth hormone helps by redirecting other organs away from glucose, letting them burn fat instead, preserving the glucose for the brain. This metabolic shift is crucial. Without it, you would wake up with dangerously low blood sugar. You would wake up hungry, shaky, confused, but instead, you sleep through the night, stable, maintained. Your body managing its fuel reserves with precision. And while your muscles are being rebuilt, something else is happening, something deeper. Satellite cells are activating. These are stem cells that live on the surface of muscle fibers, dormant most of the time, waiting, ready to respond if needed. Growth hormone wakes them up. Not all of them, just enough. just the ones near damaged areas. They receive the signal and begin to divide. Each satellite cell splits into two. One remains a stem cell, maintaining the pool for future needs. The other differentiates, becomes a myoblast, a muscle precursor cell. These myoblasts migrate to sites of damage. They fuse with existing muscle fibers. They donate their nuclei. This is important. Muscle cells are unusual. They have multiple nuclei. Each nucleus controls a certain volume of cytoplasm, a certain territory within the cell. When a muscle fiber grows or repairs itself, it needs more nuclei. It cannot divide like other cells. So it recruits nuclei from satellite cells, and those new nuclei immediately begin producing protein, reading genes, making actin and myosin, building new contractile machinery. This process is slow. It takes days, but it starts tonight, right now, in this golden window of deep sleep and high growth hormone. The muscle damage from today is being addressed. The weakness is being corrected. The capacity is being restored. And if you exercise today, if you deliberately stressed your muscles beyond normal use, the repair is even more robust. Athletes know this instinctively. They know that gains happen during sleep, not during training. Training creates the damage. Sleep creates the adaptation. But you do not need to be an athlete to benefit. Even if you did nothing unusual today, even if you just lived a normal day, your muscles accumulated damage, and that damage is being repaired right now. Protein by protein, fiber by fiber, cell by cell. The architecture of your body is being rebuilt, not all at once, not completely, but enough. Enough to wake up tomorrow with muscles that work, with strength restored, with capacity maintained. This is the golden window, 40 minutes into sleep, deep sleep, maximum growth hormone, maximum protein synthesis, maximum repair. If you wake up now, the window closes. If sleep is interrupted, fragmented, insufficient, the window never fully opens. The damage accumulates, day after day. Muscles weaken, recovery slows, performance declines. But if you stay asleep, if you remain in this depth, the work continues. The muscles knit themselves back together. The fibers grow stronger. The body rebuilds what the day broke down. And this is just the beginning. The golden window is open, and there is more work to be done. You are paralyzed, not metaphorically, not approximately, truly paralyzed. Your muscles, all of them except your diaphragm and the ones that control your eyes, are locked, frozen, incapable of movement. This is intentional. This is protection. This is your brain ensuring that you cannot act out the dreams that will come later. But right now, in deep sleep, it serves another purpose. It creates silence. Your body has been in constant motion for 16 hours. Even sitting still, you moved, shifted weight, adjusted posture, scratched an itch, crossed your legs, uncrossed them. Every movement, no matter how small, cost energy. Every adjustment required muscle activation. Every tiny shift demanded coordination between nerves and muscles. But now there is nothing. No movement, no adjustment, no unconscious fidgeting or position changes. You are completely, utterly still. And in this stillness, repair accelerates. The micro tears in your muscle fibers, the tiny ruptures at the Z-discs where actin filaments anchor, are being addressed with surgical precision. These tears are microscopic, invisible to the naked eye, but they matter. Each one is a weak point, a place where force transfer becomes inefficient, a a spot where further damage could propagate. Your body has cataloged every single one. Inflammatory signals marked them during the day. Cytokines, chemical messengers released by damaged cells, created a map. Here, and here, and here. Thousands of locations throughout your musculature. Now repair cells are following that map. Fibroblasts, the construction workers of connective tissue, are migrating to each tear. They arrive carrying collagen, the structural protein that forms scaffolding, the foundation for repair. They lay down new collagen fibers across the tear, not randomly, precisely, aligned with the direction of muscle force, oriented to handle stress, and then the muscle cells themselves participate. New actin and myosin filaments are being synthesized right at the site of damage. The ribosomes have moved to these locations. They are producing protein where it is needed most. The new filaments integrate with the collagen scaffold. They weave through it. They anchor to it. And slowly, over hours, the tear becomes stronger than the original tissue. This is why rest makes you stronger. This is why muscles adapt to stress. The repair process does not just fix damage, it overcompensates. It builds capacity beyond what was there before. But only if you sleep, only if you give the body time, only if you remain still long enough for the work to be completed. Your paralysis ensures this. You cannot interrupt the repair. You cannot move and create new damage while the old damage is being fixed. The body has learned, through millions of years of evolution, that repair requires stillness, complete stillness, and so it enforces that stillness. Your brain stem is sending continuous signals down your spinal cord. Motor neurons that would normally activate your muscles are being inhibited, blocked, silenced. Only the diaphragm is exempt. Only breathing continues. Everything else stops. And in this stopped state, energy that would have been spent on movement is redirected. Cellular energy storage is being replenished. Inside each muscle cell, in the spaces between the contractile filaments, are stores of creatine phosphate. This molecule is your emergency energy reserve. When muscles need instant power, faster than mitochondria can produce ATP, they break down creatine phosphate. All day, you depleted these stores. Every burst of activity, every moment of exertion drew from this reserve. Now the stores are being rebuilt. ATP that your mitochondria are producing is being used to recharge creatine molecules. Phosphate groups are being attached. Energy is being stored in chemical bonds, ready for tomorrow. The process is slow but thorough. By morning, your creatine phosphate stores will be full, maximum capacity, ready to deliver instant energy the moment you need it. Glycogen is being restored too. This is your medium-term energy storage. Long chains of glucose molecules, packed tightly in the cytoplasm of muscle cells and liver cells. During the day, you broke these chains, snipped off glucose molecules one at a time and burned them for energy. Your glycogen stores dropped, not critically, not dangerously, but noticeably. Now they are being rebuilt. Your liver is converting amino acids and other molecules into glucose through gluconeogenesis. Some of this glucose goes to your brain, but some is being stored, converted back into glycogen. Muscle cells are taking up any available glucose and doing the same. Building chains, storing energy, preparing for the work of tomorrow. This happens slowly. Glycogen restoration takes hours. It will not be complete by morning unless you sleep well tonight and eat well tomorrow. But the process has begun. And all of this the tear repair, the energy restoration, the protein synthesis happens in silence. The silence of complete stillness, the silence of a body that has surrendered to repair. Your nervous system is quiet in a way it never is during waking hours. The constant background chatter of neural activity has dropped to a whisper. Your motor cortex, which commands voluntary movement, is nearly silent. Your sensory cortex, which processes touch and pain and temperature, is filtering aggressively. Only the most important signals get through. Only true threats would wake you now. This neural quietness serves the repair process because nerve activity costs energy. Every signal that travels down an axon requires ATP. Every neurotransmitter that crosses a synapse must be manufactured, released, and then cleared away. By reducing neural activity to the minimum needed for basic life support, your body conserves enormous amounts of energy, and that energy goes to the muscles, to the repair sites, to the synthesis of new protein. You have been in deep sleep for over an hour now. The golden window is at its peak. Growth hormone levels are at their highest. Protein synthesis is at maximum rate. And something remarkable is happening in the spaces between muscle fibers. Your fascia is being remodeled. Fascia is the connective tissue that wraps around muscles, separates them into compartments, connects them to bones. It is everywhere in your body, a continuous web of collagen and elastin that holds your structure together. During the day, fascia takes stress. It stretches when you move. It transmits force from muscles to bones. It adapts to the positions you hold most often. If you sit for long hours, your hip flexor fascia shortens. If you hunch forward, the fascia across your back lengthens. The tissue literally remodels itself based on the demands you place on it. And this remodeling happens primarily during sleep. Fibroblasts in the fascia are active right now. They are sensing the current state of the tissue, measuring tension, detecting areas of excessive stress or insufficient support. Where fascia has been overstretched, new collagen fibers are being laid down. Reinforcement, increased stiffness, protection against further damage. Where fascia has been compressed or underused, collagen is being broken down, removed. The tissue is being made more pliable, more mobile. This is adaptation. Your fascia is learning from yesterday, preparing for tomorrow, adjusting its properties to match the demands of your life. But this adaptation can work against you if your daily patterns are harmful. If you sit too much, your fascia will adapt to sitting. It will make sitting easier and movement harder. The tissue does not know what you want. It only knows what you do, and it optimizes for that. Right now, lying horizontal, your fascia is experiencing relief. The constant downward pull of gravity is gone. The compression of sitting or standing has been removed. The tissue can relax, spread out, return to a more neutral state. And in this relaxed state, repair is easier. Remodeling is more accurate. The tissue can assess its true condition without the confounding variable of gravitational stress. Your tendons are undergoing similar processes. These dense cords of collagen that connect muscle to bone took tremendous force today. Every muscle contraction pulled on them. Every movement transmitted force through them. Tendons are remarkably strong, but they are not indestructible. Collagen fibers fray. Crosslinks between fibers break. Microscopic damage accumulates. And unlike muscle, tendons have poor blood supply. They heal slowly. They repair reluctantly. But they do repair. And it happens now in sleep when the tendons are unloaded. Tenocytes, the cells that maintain tendon tissue, are producing new collagen. They are secreting it into the extracellular matrix. The new collagen self-assembles into fibers. These fibers align with existing ones. They integrate. They strengthen. The process is painfully slow. A damaged tendon can take months to fully heal. But every night, in sleep, a small amount of progress is made. New collagen is added. Old damaged collagen is removed. The tissue gradually returns to full strength. And because you are paralyzed, because you cannot move and stress these tendons while they repair, the healing happens undisturbed. Your ligaments, the tissues that stabilize joints by connecting bone to bone, are being maintained through similar processes. Every joint you moved today, every step that flexed your ankle or knee, every reach that extended your elbow or shoulder, stressed ligaments. These tissues are designed for stress, but they need maintenance. They need repair. And that repair requires stillness, complete enforced stillness. You will lie in approximately the same position for the next several hours. You might shift once or twice, brief movements that happen between sleep cycles, but mostly you will not move. And in this stillness, every structural tissue in your body is being serviced. Collagen is being produced. Elastin is being refreshed. Cross-links between fibers are being formed. Damaged sections are being cut out and replaced. The architecture of your body is not just being repaired, it is being upgraded. Because repair is never just restoration, it is always adaptation. The body does not just fix what broke, it strengthens it, makes it more resistant to future damage. This is hormesis. Stress followed by recovery. Damage followed by repair that exceeds the original capacity. You are stronger tomorrow because of the damage you accumulated today, but only if you sleep. Only if you give your body the time and conditions it needs. The golden window is closing now. You have been in deep sleep for 70 minutes. Soon your brain will begin to rise toward lighter stages. REM sleep will come. Dreams will start. But for now, for these last few minutes of the deepest repair window, the work continues. Growth hormone is still elevated. Protein synthesis is still running at maximum. The silence of paralysis is still protecting the process. Your muscles are being rebuilt. Your connective tissues are being remodeled. Your energy stores are being replenished, fiber by fiber, molecule by molecule, bond by bond. The body is saving itself. In the darkness, in the stillness, in the complete surrender of deep sleep. This is the golden window, and it is almost over. Midnight has passed. You do not know this. You have no sense of time. You exist in a state beyond hours, beyond clocks, beyond the measured progression of minutes. But your body knows. Your body is always counting, always tracking, always aware of where you are in the ancient rhythm of day and night. And at this hour, in the deepest part of the night, something extraordinary is happening in your skin. Your skin is dividing, not tearing, not breaking, dividing. Cells are splitting themselves in half, creating two where there was one, doubling, multiplying. This is mitosis, the dance of cellular reproduction, the most fundamental process of life, and it happens fastest now. Between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m., in these dark hours when you are most deeply asleep, when your body temperature is at its lowest, when growth hormone has prepared the ground. In the deepest layer of your skin, the basal layer, cells are entering the division cycle. Each cell has spent the day growing, accumulating resources, duplicating its DNA, preparing for this moment. Now the moment has arrived. Inside each dividing cell, the nucleus begins to dissolve. The membrane that separated genetic material from the rest of the cell breaks down, disappears. Chromosomes condense. The long, loose strands of DNA that were invisible during the day coil tightly. They become visible. 46 distinct structures. 23 pairs. Your entire genetic blueprint compressed into these dense packages, and then they line up. In the center of the cell, chromosomes arrange themselves into a single row, a perfect line. The metaphase plate. This is choreography. This is precision. Molecular motors called spindle fibers attach to each chromosome. One fiber pulls from one direction, another pulls from the opposite direction. Equal tension, perfect balance. The cell pauses here. Quality control checkpoints activate. Proteins scan the arrangement. Verify that every chromosome is properly attached. Ensure that nothing is out of place. If anything is wrong, the process stops. The cell will not divide with errors. Better to wait. Better to fix the problem. Better to die than to pass on damaged DNA. But if everything is correct, if all checkpoints are satisfied, the signal is given. The chromosomes split. Each chromosome separates into two identical copies. The spindle fibers pull. One copy moves to one end of the cell. The other copy moves to the opposite end. This is the moment of division, the point of no return. What was one is becoming two. The cell elongates, stretches. A cleavage furrow forms around the middle. A ring of contractile proteins tightens like a drawstring, pinching, constricting, slowly, so slowly. The process takes minutes, but finally, inevitably, the connection breaks. Two cells where there was one. Each with a complete set of chromosomes, each with half the cytoplasm, each with half the organelles, and both alive, both functional, both ready to grow. This is happening thousands of times right now in your skin, thousands of cells dividing simultaneously. The new cells will migrate upward over the coming weeks. They will travel through layers of skin, from the basal layer where they were born, up through the spinous layer, through the granular layer, and finally to the surface. The journey takes about 30 days, and as they travel, they change. They differentiate. They fill themselves with keratin, the structural protein that makes skin tough and waterproof. By the time they reach the surface, they are no longer alive. They have become corneocytes, dead, flattened cells filled with keratin. The outermost layer of your skin, the barrier between you and the world. Those cells will eventually shed, slough off, be replaced by the cells coming up behind them. And the cells being born tonight, right now, in this deep hour of sleep, will be your skin a month from now. The face you show the world in January was created in December, while you slept, while you were completely unaware. But cell division is only part of the story. Your skin is also producing collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body. It makes up 30% of all your protein. It is the structural foundation of skin, bones, tendons, ligaments, blood vessels, everything that needs strength and flexibility, and it degrades constantly. Ultraviolet light breaks collagen bonds. Oxidative stress damages collagen fibers. Mechanical stress frays collagen bundles. Every day, you lose collagen. If you did not replace it, your skin would thin, weaken, lose elasticity. Wrinkles would deepen. Wounds would not heal. But you do replace it, every night, in sleep. Fibroblasts in your dermis, the deep layer of your skin, are producing collagen right now. They are synthesizing long chains of amino acids in a specific sequence. Glycine, proline, hydroxyproline, repeating over and over. This sequence allows the chains to form a triple helix. 3 strands wound around each other. The triple helices are secreted from the cell. They enter the extracellular space, and there they self-assemble. Multiple helices align. Crosslinks form between them. Chemical bonds lock them together. They create fibrils. The fibrils organize into fibers. The fibers weave into networks. This is construction at the nanoscale. Architecture measured in billionths of a meter. But the result is macroscopic, visible, tangible. The result is skin that maintains its structure, that resists sagging, that heals when damaged, that looks and feels young. Collagen production peaks during these midnight hours, the same hours when cell division peaks, the same hours when growth hormone is elevated. Everything is coordinated, everything is timed. The body is running a program that has been refined over millions of years. And while your skin divides and rebuilds, your immune system is conducting its own operations. Your blood is patrolling. White blood cells, the soldiers of your immune system, have been working all day. But their work intensifies at night. T cells, the specialized lymphocytes that coordinate immune responses and directly attack infected cells, are multiplying right now. In your lymph nodes, in your spleen, in your bone marrow, T cells are dividing, going through the same mitotic process as your skin cells. Chromosomes lining up, splitting, 2 cells from 1. But T cells divide faster than skin cells, and they divide with purpose. If you were exposed to a pathogen today, a virus or bacteria your body recognized as dangerous, your immune system began responding immediately. But the full response takes time, takes numbers. Specific T cells that can recognize the pathogen must multiply. 1 cell becomes 2, 2 become 4, 4 become 8. Exponential growth. By the time you wake tomorrow, you might have millions of these specific T cells, all descended from a single cell, all trained to hunt the same target. This is clonal expansion, the foundation of adaptive immunity, the reason you become immune to diseases after encountering them once. And it happens primarily during sleep. Because T-cell division requires energy, requires resources, requires the body to be in a state where it can afford to invest heavily in immune function. During the day, when you are active, when muscles are working and the brain is thinking, the immune system operates on a limited budget. It does the minimum necessary. But at night, with energy abundant and other systems quieted, the immune system receives priority. The night shift of the blood begins its work. Natural killer cells, another type of immune cell, are patrolling your body right now, moving through blood vessels, squeezing through capillary walls, entering tissues. They are searching for abnormal cells, cells infected with viruses, cells that have become cancerous, cells that display the wrong surface proteins. When they find such a cell, they attack immediately. They attach to the target. Release perforin, a protein that punctures the cell membrane. Inject granzymes, enzymes that trigger programmed cell death. The target cell dies, quickly, efficiently. Its contents are contained. Other immune cells arrive to clean up the debris. This happens constantly. Every day, every night, abnormal cells appear in your body. Most are destroyed before they can cause problems. But the destruction rate increases at night. Natural killer cells are more active during sleep. More aggressive, more thorough. This is why sleep deprivation increases cancer risk. This is why people who sleep poorly get sick more often. The night shift is critical. And coordinating all of this immune activity are cytokines. Cytokines are chemical messengers, small proteins that immune cells use to communicate with each other. Some cytokines are pro-inflammatory. They activate immune responses. They call for reinforcements. They tell the body that there is danger and mobilization is needed. Others are anti-inflammatory. They calm responses. They signal that the threat is contained and it is time to stand down. The balance between these two types of cytokines determines whether inflammation is helpful or harmful. During the day, pro-inflammatory cytokines tend to dominate. You need inflammation to respond quickly to injuries and infections. But chronic inflammation is dangerous. It damages tissues. It accelerates aging. It contributes to nearly every degenerative disease. So at night, the balance shifts. Anti-inflammatory cytokines increase. The body calms the immune system, reduces background inflammation, allows tissues to heal. This shift is orchestrated by your circadian clock, the same biological timekeeper that knows midnight has passed. And the shift requires sleep. Deep sleep. The kind of sleep you are in right now. If you were awake, if you were stressed, if cortisol levels were elevated, pro-inflammatory cytokines would remain high. The healing shift would not happen, but you are asleep, deeply asleep. Cortisol is at its lowest level. Stress hormones are minimal, so anti-inflammatory cytokines rise. They circulate through your bloodstream. They bind to receptors on cells throughout your body. They deliver the message. Stand down, repair, heal, and the cells obey. In your joints, inflammation decreases. Swelling that built up during the day begins to resolve. Pain signals quiet. In your blood vessels, endothelial cells stop producing adhesion molecules that attract immune cells. The inner surface of your arteries becomes smoother, less sticky, less prone to attracting the plaques that cause heart disease. In your brain, microglia, the immune cells of the nervous system, shift from an activated state to a resting state. They stop producing inflammatory molecules. They begin cleaning up debris instead. This is the symphony of sleep. Every system playing its part, every cell following the score. And the conductor is invisible. The conductor is the accumulated wisdom of evolution, the biological program that knows exactly what to do in darkness. Your skin divides. Your collagen builds. Your immune cells multiply and patrol. Your inflammation resolves. All of it happening simultaneously. All of it coordinated. All of it necessary. You have been asleep for 90 minutes now. You are at the peak, the deepest point, the place of maximum repair. Soon you will begin to rise. Brain waves will quicken. Sleep will lighten. The first REM period will arrive. But for now, for these precious minutes, you are in the depths. And in the depths, miracles happen. Cells divide with perfect precision. Proteins assemble themselves into functional structures. Immune cells hunt and destroy threats you will never know existed. The factory is running at peak efficiency. The night shift is saving your life. One cell at a time, one protein at a time, one pathogen at a time. This is the peak. This is the deepest repair. This is your body at its most magnificent. You are taller now than when you went to sleep. Not much. Half an inch. Maybe 3/4. But measurably taller. If someone could stand you against a wall right now and mark your height, the line would be higher than it was 8 hours ago. This is not metaphor. This is physics. This is your spine rehydrating. Between each vertebra in your spine sits a disc, an intervertebral disc, a cushion made of tough cartilage on the outside and gel on the inside. 23 of them stacked from your neck to your lower back. These discs are shock absorbers. They compress when you move. They bear the weight of your upper body. They allow your spine to bend and twist without bone grinding against bone. But compression has a cost. All day, gravity pushed down on you. Standing, sitting, walking, every position except lying flat subjected your spine to compressive force. And under that force, fluid was squeezed out of your discs. The gel inside each disc, which is mostly water, was pressed out through tiny pores in the cartilage. Drop by drop, molecule by molecule, your discs became thinner, drier, harder. By the end of the day, you had lost height. Your spine had compressed. You were shorter than you were in the morning. But now, lying horizontal, the compression is gone. Gravity still pulls on you, but it pulls evenly. There is no stack of vertebrae bearing down on the discs below. No compressive load, just your spine, relaxed, aligned, free, and in this freedom, the discs begin to drink. This is imbibition, the absorption of fluid, the reverse of the compression that happened all day. The gel inside each disc creates osmotic pressure. It wants to be hydrated. It attracts water. And now, with the compression released, water can flow back in. It enters through the same pores that let it out, through the cartilage end plates that separate each disc from the vertebrae above and below. Slowly, so slowly. Fluid diffuses into the disc. The gel swells. The disc expands. This happens in all 23 discs simultaneously, each one drinking, each one expanding, each one adding a tiny fraction of height back to your spine. By morning, your discs will be fully rehydrated. They will have regained their cushioning capacity. They will be ready to absorb another day of compression. This nightly rehydration is essential. Without it, discs would permanently compress. They would degenerate. The cartilage would crack. The gel would leak out. This is what happens with age. The discs lose their ability to rehydrate fully. They become permanently thinner. The spine compresses. People get shorter. But right now, in your sleep, the process still works. The discs still drink. The spine still recovers. And this recovery does more than restore height. The rehydrated discs nourish themselves. The fluid they absorb carries nutrients, glucose, amino acids, oxygen dissolved in plasma. Discs have no blood supply. No vessels penetrate them. They are too dense, too compressed. Blood cannot flow through them, so they rely on diffusion, on nutrients seeping in from surrounding tissues. And diffusion works best when fluid is moving, when the disc is expanding and contracting, when imbibition is occurring. During sleep, with the discs fully relaxed and drinking deeply, nutrient delivery is maximized. Cells inside the disc, Chondrocytes that maintain the cartilage and produce the gel receive what they need. They synthesize new collagen. They produce proteoglycans, the molecules that make the gel hold water. They repair damage. They maintain structure. They keep the disc functional. All of this depends on horizontal rest, on lying down, on removing the compressive load for hours at a time. Your spine is being saved every night, disc by disc, vertebra by vertebra. And while your spine drinks, your liver is finishing its work. This organ has been laboring all night, processing toxins, neutralizing chemicals, converting fat-soluble waste into water-soluble forms that your kidneys can eliminate. The liver never stops. But in these late hours of sleep, it is reaching the end of its nightly detoxification cycle. Enzymes that were activated hours ago are completing their tasks. Phase 1. Cytochrome. P450 enzymes have broken down most of the toxins that accumulated during the day. Now Phase 2 enzymes are finishing the job. Conjugation reactions are attaching molecules to the broken down toxins. Glutathione, sulfate, glycine. These attachments make the toxins water-soluble, excretable. The modified toxins are being transported out of liver cells. They enter bile. They flow into the bile ducts. They accumulate in the gallbladder, waiting to be released into your intestines when you eat breakfast. Or they enter your bloodstream and travel to your kidneys, where they are filtered into urine. Either way, they are leaving, being removed. Your body is cleaner now than it was when you went to sleep. And the liver itself is being maintained. Liver cells that were damaged during detoxification are being replaced. Remember, the liver can regenerate. It is one of the few organs with this capacity. Old, exhausted hepatocytes are being tagged for destruction. Immune cells are breaking them down. New hepatocytes, freshly differentiated from stem cells, are taking their places. The liver you wake up with will be slightly different from the liver you went to sleep with. Renewed, refreshed, ready for another day of processing everything you ingest. Your kidneys are also in their resting phase. They are still filtering blood. They never stop. But the filtration rate is lower. The urine is more concentrated. Less volume is being produced. This conservation of water is deliberate. You cannot drink while you sleep. If your kidneys continued producing urine at the daytime rate, you would become dangerously dehydrated by morning. So antidiuretic hormone, released by your pituitary gland hours ago, is telling your kidneys to hold onto water, to reabsorb it from the filtrate before it becomes urine. The result is that you can sleep through the night. Your bladder fills slowly. The urge to urinate does not wake you. And while your kidneys conserve water, they are also repairing themselves. The filtering units, the nephrons, take damage during normal operation. High pressure, constant flow, exposure to waste products. Cells in the tubules, where reabsorption occurs, are being replaced. Damaged podocytes in the glomeruli, the filtering structures, are being removed and new ones are differentiating. The kidney is maintaining its capacity, ensuring it can filter properly tomorrow and the day after, and for years to come. Every organ is using this time. Every system is taking advantage of your stillness, your unconsciousness, your metabolic quiet. Your heart continues its slow rhythm, 50 beats per minute, maybe slower. Each beat is stronger, fuller, more efficient than daytime beats. Less work, more repair. The cardiac muscle cells are synthesizing new contractile proteins. The coronary arteries, which supply the heart itself with blood, are being maintained. Your lungs breathe slowly, deeply, 10 breaths per minute. Each breath moving more air than shallow daytime breathing. The alveoli, the tiny air sacs where oxygen enters your blood, are being cleaned. Macrophages are patrolling, engulfing dust and debris. Surfactant, the substance that keeps alveoli from collapsing, is being replenished. Your digestive system is quiet. No food to process. No muscular contractions moving material through your intestines. But the cells lining your gut, which turn over faster than any other cells in your body, are being replaced. The intestinal lining you have tomorrow is being built tonight. Every 3 to 5 days, your entire intestinal lining is replaced. And much of that replacement happens during sleep. New cells differentiate from stem cells in the crypts. They migrate up the villi. They take their positions. They form tight junctions with neighboring cells. They become the barrier between your gut contents and your bloodstream. This barrier is critical. If it fails, if it becomes leaky, bacteria and toxins can enter your bloodstream. Inflammation increases. Disease risk rises. But the barrier is being maintained, reinforced, replaced with fresh, healthy cells. Your brain, which we will explore more deeply later, is undergoing its own cleaning process. The glymphatic system, active during sleep, is flushing metabolic waste from neural tissue. Cerebrospinal fluid is flowing through the spaces between brain cells, carrying away the accumulated debris of thought. Proteins that could aggregate into dangerous plaques are being removed. This is protection against neurodegeneration, against Alzheimer's, against cognitive decline. And all of this organ-level maintenance and repair is made possible by one thing. Cortisol is still low. This stress hormone, which drives so much of daytime activity, is at its lowest point right now. Your adrenal glands have released almost none of it for hours. Cortisol will rise soon. In an hour or two, as morning approaches, it will begin its ascent. By the time you wake, it will be elevated, preparing you for activity. But right now, in this deep hour, it is absent. And its absence is what allows repair to dominate. Cortisol is catabolic. It breaks things down. It mobilizes energy. It prepares the body for action. Without it, anabolic processes can proceed. Building rather than breaking. Synthesis rather than destruction. Your body is in the most anabolic state it will achieve all day. Growth hormone elevated, cortisol suppressed, energy abundant, systems quiet. This is the window of total renewal. Your spine is drinking and growing. Your liver is completing its detoxification. Your kidneys are conserving and repairing. Your heart and lungs are maintaining themselves. Your gut is rebuilding its lining. Your brain is flushing its waste. Everything is being restored, and you will never remember any of it. You will wake up tomorrow and the work will be invisible. You will feel rested, but you will not know why. You will move without pain, but you will not know that your discs rehydrated. The renewal happens in darkness, in unconsciousness, in the hours you surrender to sleep. This is the gift of horizontal rest, the blessing of letting go, the miracle of trusting your body to save itself. And it is almost complete. The work is done, not all of it, never all of it. There will always be more damage tomorrow, more wear, more breakdown, more need for repair. But enough. Enough has been restored. Enough has been rebuilt. Enough has been renewed. Your body has saved itself again. The timeline is complete. From shutdown to deepening. From the golden window to the peak. From the depths of repair to the restoration of organs. Every phase happened exactly when it should. Every process activated at the right moment. Every system coordinated with every other system. You could sleep forever now. You could drift here in this darkness, in this stillness, and your body would be content. The urgent work is finished. The critical repairs are done. The systems are stable. Your temperature is still low, still cool, still optimal for maintenance. Your heart still beats its slow rhythm. Your breath still moves in deep, regular waves. You are safe. You have always been safe. But now your body knows it in a deeper way. The repairs prove it. The restoration confirms it. You were damaged, and now you are whole. You were depleted, and now you are full. Your muscles have been rebuilt, protein by protein, fiber by fiber. They are stronger than they were yesterday, ready for tomorrow. Your skin has multiplied, cell by cell, layer by layer. New skin is rising from the depths. The face you will show the world was born tonight. Your immune system has patrolled and cleaned, cell by cell, threat by threat. You are safer than you were, protected in ways you will never see. Your spine has drunk deeply, disc by disc, vertebra by vertebra. You are taller, stronger, ready to bear weight again. Your organs have rested and renewed, liver and kidneys, heart and lungs, gut and brain, all serviced, all maintained, all prepared. The factory has done its work. The night shift has clocked out. The assembly lines are winding down. Soon, morning will come. Cortisol will rise. Temperature will climb. Heart rate will increase. Brain waves will quicken. You will return to consciousness. You will open your eyes. You will remember nothing of this night. But your body will remember. Your cells will remember. Your tissues will remember. They will remember being cared for, being repaired, being renewed. And they will carry that memory forward into tomorrow, into movement and thought and life. You will wake stronger because you slept deeply. You will think clearer because your brain was cleaned. You will move easier because your muscles were rebuilt. This is the gift. This is what sleep gives you. This is why you surrender 8 hours every night. Not for rest, not for dreams, not for escape, for repair, for restoration, for the timeline that only runs in darkness. The body repair timeline. From the first moments when your eyes closed and heat began to leave through your hands. Through the deepening when growth hormone surged and muscles began to knit. Through the peak when cells divided and immune sentries multiplied. Through the restoration when organs finished their work and the spine drank its fill. Every minute was necessary. Every phase was essential. Every process served the whole. And now you drift. Sleep will lighten soon. REM will come. Dreams will paint themselves across your visual cortex. Your eyes will move beneath closed lids. But the hard work is done. The physical repair is complete. What comes next is different work. Mental work. Emotional work. The processing of memory and meaning. But that is another story, another timeline, another journey through the night. For now, just this. Your body has been saved, cell by cell, system by system. The damage of yesterday has been repaired. The strength for tomorrow has been built. You are whole. You are renewed. you are ready. The factory is closing. The lights are dimming. The night shift is ending. But it will open again tomorrow night, and the night after, and every night for as long as you live. Because this is what bodies do. This is how you survive. This is the price and the gift of being alive. You break down during the day. You rebuild during the night, again and again, forever. Until one day the rebuilding can no longer keep pace with the breakdown. But that day is not today. Today you are repaired. Today you are restored. Today the timeline completed itself perfectly. And tomorrow you will wake, and you will move through the world, and you will accumulate damage again. And tomorrow night, the factory will open once more. The body repair timeline will begin again. Temperature will drop. Heart rate will slow. Growth hormone will surge. Cells will divide. Proteins will be synthesized. Waste will be cleared. Again and again. This is the rhythm. This is the cycle. This is the deep machinery of life. And it asks only one thing of you: surrender. Close your eyes. Lie down. Let go. Trust the darkness. Trust the stillness. Trust your body to do what it has always done. Save itself. Save you. The timeline is complete. The work is done. Sleep well.